What do you get when you cross a million mentally ill loners with a game developer who abandons them and treats them like trash? You get what you fucking deserve. Red Dead Clowns. Hello viewers, thanks for checking out the video. This is some footage from this weekend's clown flash mob that I attended, put on by the one and only PvPCat. Thanks for the invite. I had a lot of fun and some good laughs hanging out. We had a full clown lobby to start out. Clowned around for a couple hours until a modder jumped in with their modder BS. At the end of the video, you'll see that the one thing Rockstar made an announcement that they fixed this whole time is not fixed. No big surprise there. For those who are still wondering what's up with all the clowns invading Red Dead Online, this is a form of protest to get Rockstar's attention for their lack of communication and updates to the Red Dead community. The movement has gained some momentum this week and was published in big-name gamer magazine sites. There are quite a few big-name content providers jumping in to raise awareness, and hopefully we'll get a response from Rockstar at some point. It's been 7 months since the last Outlaw Pass or any new content worth mentioning. The weekly updates are geared towards new players with nothing for the loyal players to look forward to. It's become a running joke. Rockstar is clowning us with socks and haircuts and sales on canned goods. It is ridiculous. Now don't get me wrong, we love this game. It's beautiful and has so much potential to be great for years to come. The single player game is a masterpiece. They really dropped the ball on the online portion of the game though, and the fans are growing tired of waiting for new content. It's sad that it's come to this. We haven't given up completely though. All we ask is that you fix your fucking game and give back to your community that propelled you to the top of the gaming industry. With that being said, hats off to the content providers like PvPCat for keeping this game alive. Also, I'd like to give big shout outs to tubers like Death Gun Gaming, Austin BMX, Joe Burns, The Last Deadeye, Scarlum Knight, Silent Core, Trippy Commentaries, and the rest of the content creators who haven't fully given up on this game and continue to maintain the Red Dead community that Rockstar has neglected. You guys all have my full support. You rock. So our first order of clown business for the flash mob was to see how many clowns we could fit on a boat. Well, we managed to get quite a few onto this mid-sized watercraft before it started to overturn and sink. But by this time, we lost some of the folks who weren't tuned into the PvPCat stream, and between the stream and Discord server, it turned into a real three-ring circus. While we worked out communications, we decided to make the journey from Van Horn to Manteca Falls by boat. As the clowns finally started to catch up, we acquired a couple new boats and formed a regular grease paint armada heading towards the falls. We joked and laughed and danced and had a ship-to-ship knife fight among other clownly activities. I ended up ganking a canoe to try and retrieve clowns that went overboard in an effort to keep the trip moving forward. Between the voice channels and the stream, it was pretty amusing display of disorder, but we managed to get everyone heading towards the falls in any case. Now this had to be the longest Red Dead boat trip I personally have ever partaken in, but I gotta say it beat the hell out of grinding the same old tired bounties over and over again. The whole trip took quite a bit of time. We finally made it as far as the river bend when we realized we went too far into the forbidden zone and basically capsized the whole armada, and most of us drowned, so we decided to make the rest of the trek by land. So we all traveled towards the falls by foot and horseback and made the trek across land to regroup and continue with our clown agenda. We weren't very coordinated, but I guess that's why they call it a flash mob. We finally arrived at Manteca Falls and the first settlers clowned about while waiting for the rest of the mob to show up. As everyone continued to clown around, we waited and we noticed that a few clowns had dropped off the player list and the session was starting to fill with regular players. While we killed time, someone managed to blow us up in a display of clown fuckery, and we found ourselves back on the mainland, where we discovered that a regular player was looting his fresh kills and minding his own business, so we figured we would flash mob him in an effort to get a reaction from him and a few laughs at his expense. Well, this guy acted like he didn't see 20 clowns surrounding him with their laughs and jeers and continued on as if we weren't even there. Finally, he acknowledged us and seemed pretty accepting, and he just waved, smiled, said hello. He actually seemed like a pretty nice guy and pretty accepting of our clown flash mob. And then he blew us all up jihad style with a stick of dynamite. I can't say I wouldn't have done the same, to be honest. So we made our way back to Clown Island to complete our task of creating a clown fall with the Clown Makazi theme of our own. We were going to all equip lanterns and all jump off the falls at once as a group in a sort of a leap of faith before we wrapped up the day with the clown free-for-all battle. So the last actual announcement Rockstar made was that they had fixed the ongoing problem of modders spawning in their game models into online that, for lack of a better word, are unacceptable in a social setting. Well, as you can see, this isn't the case and it's still happening. Way to go, Rockstar, again. If you aren't going to add new quality content, at least fix your game. To the modders that think this is funny, I can assure you it's not. I mean, it's one thing to be a douchebag modder, but this kind of thing shows you just a piece of shit with zero character. Really. So we dispatched the spawns as they came while making our way back to Madame Nazar, which was the meeting spot for our final free-for-all clown battle of the day. Meanwhile, the modding just got worse and turned into pretty much pure chaos. Here's just a couple scenes I managed to catch in the last minutes of the flash mob before we all decided to call it a day. So I waited a bit to put this video together to see what this week's update would be, thinking maybe there would be something like making masks available to players again, as a response that they were at least paying attention. Kind of like when the whole GTA Alien thing went down, they gave out alien suits for free. Well, this week on Red Dead Online, we received a message, alright. There was absolutely nothing updated. No announcements, zero. Talk about silence being deafening. Was this a Rockstar response in itself? Was this the ultimate clown move on Rockstar's part? I don't know, man. Eventually we will get something. I just hope it isn't too little and too late situation, and the game can start to live up to its potential. I do know the clowning is just beginning and will continue until there is an official response from Rockstar. If you're a player who's run out of content or growing stagnant with the game, consider joining the clown movement, if for nothing else but squeezing out some fun out of this all but abandoned game. Hit up some cool content creator channels, get in on the clown flash mobs, and become part of the revolution.